Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's review video is going to focus on Transformers Legacy Evolution Animated Universe Prowl. And I've heard a lot, as well as seen a couple of review videos for this particular figure. Now, there's been a lot of comparisons between this figure and his animated version, and they are as different as night and day. But I also have an open mind to where I see what Hasbro is doing is taking the design off of a different variation of the character and, for lack of a better term, G1ifying it. And I personally am intrigued with it. I'm really liking it. Granted, it's not as tall and lanky as his animated version, because the whole purpose of that series was to do a over cartoonized version of the characters. And I think I may have done reviews on this in the past of the animated figures, but the engineering was, whoa, absolutely phenomenal. So now, unfortunately, I no longer have the animated, Prowl, so I won't be able to do a side-by-side comparison of them. But nonetheless, let's go ahead, get him opened up, and let's see, to loosely quote Octobotamus, let's see how cool he really is. Alright folks, there he is, out of his box and doing what a ninja does best, infiltrate. And as you can see, he's inside Decepticon headquarters, so and I have to say, I'm liking it. He kind of looks like he's like, especially around his legs, he's dressed up in the highway patrol uniform with the big old, pants that kind of bellowed out. I don't know if anyone remembers that type of uniform, but yeah, that sort of like in the episode Only Human in Transformers Animated, where the Autobots were in human forms. Prowl's uniform had that type of look. That's what I'm seeing. He's kind of stout, though. I do notice that right off the bat. He really looks very stout. His face is not as long. He's kind of smooshed in. But holy cow, I was playing around with this figure for a couple minutes before I started filming, and I have to say, his posability is wow. Now, I've seen other reviewers like Chefatron and Prime vs. Prime, do some really good posing on this. And I was like, whoa. I cannot wait till I get mine. And lo and behold, I mean, good God. Now, as you can tell, let's zoom in right there. Let's go ahead and focus. There we go. Come on, Prowl. There you go. He does have a similar look to him, but man, and look at all that painted gold on him. You have the clear transparent windshield on them, a lot of tan and gray. I'm going to try and zoom out just a little so you can see. There you go. His gray legs or calves, the knees, the tires that make up his calves here. And these are the thighs, sorry. He's got some really awesome, his feet are on a ball joint, as you can tell. He's got his accessories, which he's able to hold on there. And as you can tell, it's very similar to the shuriken that he had originally in his animated form. So I'm glad they brought that along with him. Now, of course, people were complaining about his handlebars being out and everything else. I don't know. I kind of like that. I like that. You know, you can also have them down like so. So you don't really see them. Of course, they're in the back. So, and of course, you do see that also meter gauges on the back of his head. Something tells me the Toy Hacks is going to have some very, very small decals for this. And you know how I am with small labels. Anyway, moving on. So, very nice. And of course, he's got two of these shuriken on here. Yeah, I kept the other one on there, mostly because he does have that 3mm port there, or for him to hold an actual weapon. And so you don't see another one, so he's only able to throw them one at a time. But let's take a look at the articulation. His head is on a ball joint, so to loosely quote Imgo, he's got a little bit of wiggly waggly. He can look up very, very high. He can look down very, very low. He can turn right. He can turn left. He can do the Exorcist. This was a living creature, they would not be liking this. His arms can go 360. It can also go up. He does have upper bicep rotation. His arms can go around 90 degrees. There is no wrist rotation, unfortunately, but they do fold in for transformation. It's getting them out. That's a pain in the ass. There we go. And of course, you did see this. They do snap in here. So I'm going to try and get these puppies back in there. Now, this was a complaint among a lot of people that, oh my God, you know, they're just there. And there we go. It's in there. All right, so he does have waist rotation. Yay. He can kick up. He can kick back a little bit, but not too much. He does have upper thigh rotation. He does have a little gap there, but I think there might be who knows, maybe a third party will do gap fillers on that. He can bend, I should say, he has 90-degree bend, knee rotation, bend right there. And of course, you have this, which is mostly for transformation, not transportation, big difference. His foot is on a ball joint, so he can kick back, kick up. You know, he's got that wide angle for those wide angle stances. And you know what? I haven't done this in a while. Can he do his kung fu kick? Let's find out. Oh, there goes one of his shuriken. Yay! Yes, he does do his kung fu kick. Yes. I always like it when that happens, and I accidentally kicked my tripod. There we go. So yes, he is kung fu fighting. Yes, I did say that. Bite me. Let's go ahead and try and get this. Oh, yes. So, yeah, I'm liking this. All right, so give me a moment. I want to go ahead and do a quick look over of his transformation before I actually film it. So give me a couple of minutes and I'll be right back. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and start off with transformation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take his shuriken back off, and we're going to go ahead and just basically just try and get all this together. As you can tell, I think I may have messed it up, but then I haven't been doing the twisty thing. But you know what? It's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Never did before with the other one. We're going to go ahead and snap that puppy back on there. All right. And we're going to go ahead and start the process. We're going to just straighten him out. There we go. Put his arms facing forward. All right, there he is. Up. Come on, focus. All right. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and take this. This will become the seat back here. We're going to go ahead and flip that up. And we're going to go ahead and take this head and we'll just lift that up. All right. Now at this point, we're just going to go ahead and take these back sections here. Oh, actually, we're going to go ahead, pull the arms up. We're going to fold the fists in to his forearms, like so. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and twist. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and take these sections. We're going to lift this whole assembly through. And there we go. Ta-da! Like that. All right. Now, at this point, just going to go ahead and turn the legs like so that the knees are facing out. And then we're just going to go ahead and take these arms and fold those in, I should say. Now we're going to go ahead. This area is on a type of hinge here, so we're just going to pull that in. Now pull these arms over, and for those that cannot see, focus. Really? Come on, damn it, focus. Hang on, folks. There we go. So you can tell there is a tab over here on the inside of his red lighted forearm. There's a slot on the opposite end that's going to tab in like so. Now you're just going to go ahead and take this seat here and push that down. And then at this point, we're just going to go ahead and fold this in. And this pointed knee is going to go into this section right here. Like that. And then all we got to do is, since this is on a type of swivel where the wheel's at, we're just going to fold that in and push that. Now, of course, because this is also a leg, we got to make sure that that is, on there correctly. Now, for me, because sometimes I have a problem, I've got no nails, I need to go ahead and make sure that I adjust the kickstand accordingly prior to that. Now, everyone's different, but for me, that is how it is for me. All right, so at this point, we're going to take these handlebars, we're going to fold those over. I'm going to do that right here. And then we're just going to slide those up. And this little triangle right here is going to nudge against this section here. Now, at the same time, there is a tab right here on the side of the foot that was originally, and there is a slot right here on this panel. Once you got that in there, you're good to go. It will stay like that. So far, so good. Now at this point, so at this point, all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn this foot around, and we're just going to nudge that right in here. So that way this foot will go in here. There is a tab right there. It's going to go into this slot right here. And if I can get that in there, of course. Oh, come on, baby. Work with me here. There we go, right there. And let's just go ahead and make sure everything is there. And there we go. Yay. Yay. All right. There he is, transformed. And I have to say, this is a good-looking bike mode. You can tell they tried their best to go ahead and have it look like his Transformers animated, but G1ified. And I'm very, very impressed with how it all turned out. Very, very nice. Now, as you can tell, he's got a lot of really cool looking molded details. Over here, he's got and I think I showed this off earlier in the video, he's got the gauges on there, which I know Toy Hacks will more than likely, if they do make his labels on them, they're going to be extremely tiny and a pain in the ass to apply. And then, of course, there is some gappage here, but again, nothing that I can't forgive. I really like the way the look of this bike is. Very nice. Now, of course, in preparation for the transformation of this figure, went ahead and reviewed a couple of others, and luckily, it was Prime versus Prime, I believe, that did a reverse transformation, because I was having a little bit of difficulty trying to get this back into robot mode. So I am going to go ahead and do that as well. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and detach this section here from the side panels. Once that is there, I'm going to go ahead and put the kickstand back where it was. As part of his foot, we're going to go ahead and put that in like so. I'm going to do the same on this end and twist. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead and take these sections, pull those out. We're going to take the handlebars and fold those up. And we're going to detach the arm, or the back section, which become the arms. And then at this point, we're going to go ahead. Oh yeah, keep this side, keep the legs on its side so you can slide these now back wings. And I did say back, not bat. Big difference. Through, and then turn him upright, or back to himself again. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and put his hands out. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off the transformation. And there he is. And I have to say, he is a good looking bot. A bit squat. He's not like the animated one, but he was heavily inspired from what I'm seeing. And wow. So, and I did state this earlier. Unfortunately, I no longer have the animated Prowl, so I can't do a side-by-side comparison. But, you know, all in all, this is a really, really great looking figure. I don't think I can say anything more about this. So, give me a moment to go ahead and take some quick shots that I'll use at the end of the video, and I will be right back with my final thoughts. All right. Thank you for waiting. I appreciate your patience. So here we have Prowl once again, this time holding Windblade's, Windblade's sword. Seeing as how his right hand does have a 3mm port, in which he's able to hold other weapons. Now, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of floored at this point because this is a very, very nice figure. I like his range of motion, his articulation, as you saw what I had done earlier. I think the only thing, if I take off any type of points, it will more than likely be for his stiffness. But I don't know. I mean, I like what I see. I really do. He is a great homage to the animated line. So if I have to give him a score on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 10. I think the only issue I had was the difficulty of the transformation. Again, that's due to my fault, seeing as how I just recently opened it up, and I was still trying to familiarize myself prior to my recording the transformation. So, but I'm not going to take off points on that. Again, it may be just my copy. He is a little stiff, but not to the point where he's going to break. So that's a good thing. His shuriken could actually do a little bit more more intuitive, where you're able to go ahead and allow the blades to twist. Me, I'm just like pulling them apart. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 10. This is a really good figure. I love the homage to the animated line. And I don't have anything else to say about that. So that's my take on the figure. I want to hear from you. Have you picked this figure up? Now, I wound up getting him as a pre-order through Hasbro Pulse. So I will check the site. If they have it still available, I will put a link in the description below. But going on with my regular question, have you been able to find this or pick this up in any way, shape, or form? And if you did, do you like them? Do you hate them? Leave me your comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. Once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching my channel, watching this episode, leaving a comment. It is greatly appreciated. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.